Hey. So, I guess this is the thing now. Adding more to the backlog that I need to finish. Feels good, man. So we need to dread. I'll be doing you dread. Have to work for it and do the best you can. Which is what this is. We make the best of what it is we are coming across. So me make sure that I am entered, which I clearly am not. That's better. me just... Pretzel, you fiend. Luke. Luke. Very fuzzy, the music. I don't know if it's meant to be like that or not. But my head goes over the thing, so. Alright, so I launched into a save file, but we'll delete that. Didn't miss anything. Let's start. Ah, look, it's the Metroid. Floating organism that drained energy from its prey through physical contact. Metroids were originally created by the Chozo and named after the word for ultimate warrior. Their value as a bioweapon sparked several crises, and as a result, all traces of them have been eliminated. They are now extinct. X-Parasite? Yeah. X-Parasite. A gelatinous parasitic urban organism indigenous to the planet ZR388. It could absorb the DNA of its host, living or dead, then replicate its form. When infecting a living host, it could even access the host's memories. X-Parasites were driven not by emotion, but by its instinctive need to replicate and spread to increasingly stronger hosts. Their inability to be controlled marked them as even more dangerous than the sole predator, the Metroids. Like the Metroids, they are believed extinct. With no Metroids surviving on ZR388, it became infested with the X. Horrifying parasites capable of imitating any living being. Unaware of this, they set foot on the planet, got infected, and almost died. Alright, so this is the events of Metroid Fusion. The only thing that saved me was a vaccine created from Metroid DNA, which also left me uniquely able to oppose the X. This ability was tested immediately when I went to a biological space laboratories, BSL research station, to investigate a distress signal. There I battled many powerful X forms, including the SA-X, which was an X mimicking me in my power suits at full strength. I eventually eliminated the X menace on SR388 by setting the BSL research station on a collision course with the planet. After that, the X and Metroids were just memories, or so we thought. Just when it all seemed over, the Galactic Federation received a mysterious video transmission. It showed an X, alive and in the wild. Though analysis proved the video was real, thorough analysis proved the video was real, although the sender was unknown. The transmission was traced to a particular planet. Ooh. It was called ZDR. If the Earth was somehow escaped extinction out there, they would pose a threat to the entire galaxy. The Galactic Federation dispatched a research team of 7 EMMI to investigate. An EMMI is a large research robot designed to capture field samples and extract their DNA. Their incredible mobility and protective plating made from the strongest stuff in the universe practically guaranteed the mission's success. But not long after their arrival on ZDR, all communication was lost. So we get dispatched. What is happening on ZDR? Is the planet really infested with X? Is the only one immune to the parasites up to me to go there and find out? One. Wow, these are some long loading times. Wow.
We'll soon be entering ZDR's atmosphere.
The bounty for this mission does not seem appropriate. The risk clearly outweighs the reward. Treat our lost assets with care, lady.
Entering the atmosphere in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
4, 3, 2, 1. Huh? Why are we blue?
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility. Signal quality is likely to be low. Remote communication remains difficult. Try to connect to the facility's network when you reach the bottom. That way, you can remain in contact. Any objections, lady?
No. Hmm. Who's this fella? Oh, these look very nice today. Go on, beat him up. We're not as badass as we thought. Hmm? How you doing today? Hopefully I do enjoy this. I played Fusion somewhat, so I should be alright. Although I've got this weird like static sound and I don't know if that's intended. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing fairly good today. I got some really good news. I can't show what it is yet though. How are you doing? I want to see if I know we've lost it. I just want to see if it's my headphones. Right, there's a weird bug because I get like this staticky sound coming through and I don't think that's intentional. Let me check. Weird, I never usually have this problem. That's fine. Alright. I'm going to potentially only till maybe 3 hours. ZL. That's the plan anyway. For PM and I'm going to someone's house to watch movies. Scary movies by any chance? What's your favorite scary movie? I don't know what movie he's gonna choose. Oh, it's a pleasant surprise! Hold off and missile. I haven't watched Scream forever. Scream's great. The funny thing, right, is Scream's great, but I was actually referencing Scary Movie, the first one.
Data.
So you've accessed a network station.
Oh,
Well
Adam.
done, Samus. I have reviewed your vital signs and video log from the data you uploaded. I've run a full analysis, but I cannot account for why you lost consciousness. My readings indicate dramatic physical changes in you. Whatever caused these changes seems to have stripped you of most abilities. You might call it physical amnesia. That brings me to
Physical
your assailant.
amnesia.
I am checking the Federation database against your video log. It appears to have been a Chozo. The attacker's identity is not yet clear. I have determined that you are somewhere within the depths of ZDR. Your top priority should be to return to your ship on the surface. This situation is precarious. Trust your instincts as you navigate upward. This planet appears to consist of multiple areas. Shuttles, elevators, and other modes of transport connect them. Keep an eye out. ways to reach the surface. The ship's location is marked on your global map. Check it for yourself.
Check it for yourself.
You may encounter pockets of low temperature. Your Metroid DNA renders you vulnerable to such environments. Spending time in cold areas will be harmful to you. There are many such cold areas scattered underground.
I don't know that
Do not
song.
enter them with your basic power suit.
It's such a generic. The one that plays in the credits of the movie. Oh. It's been a long time since I watched that film. All the way through. I only know the small references. Like the WhatsApp and the like rapping in the basement. It features Eminem on the track. Well, you know what any song with Eminem is. Saying that, Eminem songs are pretty alright actually.
One final thing. Underground interference is preventing radio transmissions. Check in with me at any network stations you find.
Save your progress. Yes, please. Now there is an area over here which I'm gonna go check. Refill, please. Oh, right, I can't go that way. Isn't all media like that, though? It sold records. That's not a good way to look at it. Whoa! Use Emulate counter to attack at the right moment. You parry certain attacks and automatically take him with the attack and press X. That seems a bit easy mode, but okay. I did not realize this would actually be a problem. I was expecting weird stuff. I was hoping for a horror game. I'm not gonna lie. It's a shame that I'm awful at Metroid games. How are you doing today? Before I die, because I'm bad. Definitely seems like easy mode. It definitely fit the weird stuff. Would be pretty good. I got some good news, but I'm not ready to just about say what that is at this moment. What are you doing? If an arrow in your map is blinking, it indicates that a hidden item is there. Okay. I know where it is. The movies I've chosen to watch are child's play. Hope it doesn't pick something boring. Two missiles. A lot of it comes down to the company that you keep. As long as you like spending time together, it shouldn't matter the movie you watch. Granted, some of them are boring. If you watch a decent movie, it shouldn't matter which movie you watch. Oh, here they are. It can't climb because it's got enough hand. By the way, we got similar taste in music anyways. I hope it doesn't take something that I've seen a million times on phone with a flat time. I'm not watching that. You could get some nostalgic value out of it. Let's get these like the energy from the surgery turns arm cannon into the Omega cannon. Omega Blaster online. It's quite weird how it keeps like transitioning. Alright then. I'm not gonna say it didn't surprise me. It keeps transitioning between 3D and 2D, and it's really weird. Ah! I will understand this mechanic. I will understand it. Hold L to use M. It can't be that easy. Omega cannon depleted and offline, reverting to regular arm cannon. Save station? Upgrade station maybe? Oh, save station. This Chozo here, so I thought it was going to be an upgrade station. Spin for this one. And just be careful. Stop making friends in a row. Just focus on yourself. Hey! Look! Sometimes you do just get unlucky, but you do. Hopefully, you just don't beat the game in like an hour. Oh, I hope I don't. Not for the money I have to pay for it. Pro gamer with pro dodging skills. You know, that's already died twice in like the tutorial area. No worries, you take your time. going. Ooh. Oh, it's protected, that's why. Oh man. Wow, that's intense. That's intense. Well, hopefully we don't mess it up this time. Ooh. There's something off just about that, and it really, really made me feel weird. Ah, another Adam station.
Uploading data.
Both enemy you encountered were clearly trying to capture you. They may have been hacked. If so, enemy send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you. Upon detecting vibrations, an enemy enters surveillance mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically.
Oh, I already know that.
An enemy that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the enemy's own exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive, you must leave its range of pursuit. Evade the enemy and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits.
Hmm.
An enemy
Alright.
never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an enemy captures you. There may be a very small opportunity to escape, but exploiting this window will be virtually impossible. The enemy are immune to your current weapons. You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first enemy. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an enemy zone should be simply to survive.
To simply survive. It's easier said than done. Alright, so there's only one door we can go out of. Oh wow, we can't even go through the thing. That's something to come back to. Here we go. I'm back into the Emmy's line of sight. The longer we're here, the more dangerous this is for me. Oh, we're back here! No! Don't do this to me. Okay, alright, I'm trying to map it out. I'm trying to map it out. I don't have the ability for this yet. You think like, oh, it's easy, it's easy, it's easy. It really isn't, because you're like trying to live. I can't go up there yet. Alright, so I'm probably gonna get the power now to do that. Nice. Can't go up there because you can't mothball yet. Don't think we can. Bottom floor? I don't know if this is like Sonic and we'll start dying eventually underwater, but... we probably needed to do that for the upstairs part. Ooh! Is this upgrades? Or is this like a map? Is this the map? This is the map. Right. Area map downloaded. On the map, the yellow rooms are saving facility. The purple rooms contain transportation devices. liking this so far. I thought I was gonna have like issues with it, but okay, this is oh, which Squid Game? I haven't. I know it's all the rave at the moment. It's a good show, that's something I will say. I keep getting recommendations for shows and trust me, I don't have time to watch them. So I'm trying lots of other things at the same time. I think that requires a free shot. I'm gonna go over and try to finish. Let me get out of there. Try to finish it before I have to go for moving out. No worries. And it is a good show. I know there is rave about it, so. But I can't exactly comment on it because, well, I haven't watched it. Let's go up here. You know what this is? So we've got this entire area, which is, it's fine, I'm sort of busy too. I haven't read in my photos. It's part of the reason why I want to finish it. Shows are time consuming. I haven't really been able to watch anything. I mean, it's only a detriment on these like shows that, you know, like everyone's ranting and raving about. It's just, there's some I couldn't care less about, and I don't care that I don't get to see them. But there's some that I just think, wow, I really wish I could watch that because it looks cool. We need to venture further down in this zone. Something to activate? Yeah, that didn't work. Oh, gee. There's a hand icon here. Ah, right. I understand. That's an interact sort of thing. Oh, it's up there. What am I supposed to do? It's hunting me. Jeez, right, the timing on that is so precise. The timing is so precise. 99% chance of death. We'll try to not even alert it if we can. Yep. What was that about beating this in an hour? We need to wait for it to like come through, I guess, because it does like its little patrol thing and then it comes through up top, is it? That's coming through on the bottom. Don't do that in this zone. Skip through. Maximum energy, so that was health regen. Let's see what's through the door first. Arctic weather. Can't do any of that yet. We slide under here. These are upgrades. You definitely lose a lot of time. Yeah, but I feel like, as opposed to being a kid, you can kind of waste your time and not feel bad about it. If you kind of do that as an adult, you kind of like you feel bad, so then you try and find that time to do something productive, but then you feel like you've got no time to yourself. It's a vicious cycle in your mind. That's why I don't game. That's why I don't game. I have no time for it compared to other things. Hey, some people have priorities, right? Something to be ashamed of. And I will face facts. You probably have better priorities than I do. Focus beam shots release power shot. Press and hold Y to charge, then release the fire. They damage any enemy to normal burst shots, such as robots and bosses. They can open charged up windows. If you want to better relationships, for example, gaming doesn't help those relationships. Sometimes. It depends what kind of relationships you're looking for. I mean, and then it also like kind of depends what you class as gaming as well. This is just a starting area, isn't it? But I know couples that basically have kind of met through games and things, and surprisingly, a lot of the time, it turns from being back to the nerdiest of them all, like Dungeons and Dragons thing. And they say that the relationship's like super strong because of it. Because they have that like interest they both like enjoy. It's like you said, there's priorities for certain people. Woohoo! I'll go there, yeah. I don't want to date someone that just games all the time, especially if I'm not crazy about it. Exactly, it's a common interest. Sort of thing, so I would imagine if you wanted someone with common interests, you'd go for someone that likes to read literature, or maybe write literature. It can work, though, I feel like I read. Exactly. It's when it starts taking precedent, isn't it? And it's like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to. It's like, even though, yeah, they're kind of right, they kind of do need to get their priorities right. You can't just game all the time. It is part of why the current gaming culture is so toxic. That's going to require a double jump. Oh, cutscene. Terrible qualities in people too. Ah, that's questionable. In some games. Very eerily cutting forwards and backwards to this eye. Not very pleasant. Get me out of there. The phone they don't get 'em. I don't know if it's games. It depends on what. They get snappy. Again, it does depend on what you're playing. If you like a game like this, like, I think a lot of the attachment to it is multiplayer games. Because obviously people cheat, people find gimmicky ways to like kind of, you know, get you, and it's like that pents anger up. And then obviously someone wants a relief from that, so I wouldn't say all games are bad. I'm gonna say that maybe multiplayer games are the culprits here. It isn't fair to take it out on other people, but sometimes, you know, there's an anger reasoning, isn't there? What, you give advice to people and try to help them get it? I've never had that happen. Although I have seen it where someone's asked kind of for advice and they've just completely ignored it. Jeez, that sucks. Someone was playing Lion King. I was trying to give them advice on how to do the jump on the ostrich, and they responded in a snappy way. I think some of that comes down more to like, a lot of people don't like people backseating in their playthroughs. You know, that sort of, I'm playing the game, so I'm gonna play it my way sort of mentality. Yeah, some people are like that. It's even if I'm terrible, I'm not snappy at people. It's just a game. Exactly, that's like the perfect mentality for someone that plays Dark Souls. Just a game, bro. That's the game. Ooh, fancy. So what's the point in getting angry at it? There's more important things in life? Yeah. Ah, we're getting out of there. Although, what I will say is that they're good for, you know, chilling, lying back, Just don't let them consume you. You know, like I let them. Kind of hypocritical advice, but what's this do? Gets to consume ETS because they're so upset by them being snappy. If you're upset by what they said, just give them a chance to calm down after it and have like a genuine conversation with them. Because in the end, they were playing a video game, which obviously made them very snappy, very what's the word I'm looking for? Unreasonable. And calm down. And you can have like genuine conversation and talk it out. No. How best to combat this issue. I'm gonna die to these things. They're like, there we go. Still can't go through that. And I can't go through that because it locks itself. It is difficult. It's hard. It's hard to give advice on that. The main rule is just, you know, don't let it get to you. Give them a chance to calm down. And once they calm down, have a conversation with them and see if it can be rectified.
Uploading data.
There is no record of
People
Eurosale
can get
in the Federation database. However, there are records of the Chozo warrior tribe. There is a strong possibility the two are connected.
People can get you know, moments of they can have moments of weakness, right? And everyone does it. It's just identifying whether they are toxicity or whether they are in a moment of weakness. Because like a I'll put it this way, right? If someone came in here and they were basically like trying to dictate how to play the game, like, I'm open for ideas, but if someone said, go here, do this, do that, I would start to get very mad with them because it's like, hey, stop it. I just try to get away from people. Hey, that's your reactions, that's fine. But it's not always the healthiest way to combat that issue. Sometimes the greatest relief comes from kind of confronting the issue then and there, because that's the only way to get fixed. And even though you're in an uncomfortable situation at that point, you can build a better social structure with this other person to better understand them, and then you can judge whether they are worth keeping around in your life.
You have seen the warrior tribe's architecture and artifacts on this planet. I conclude that this was one of their settlements. But why would someone lead you here and send the enemy after you? The footage of the X-Parasite may have been staged to lure you in. The situation remains unclear, but your priority hasn't changed. You must return to the ship. You have activated the magma supply system that has restored power to the closed thermal doors. Seek them out to proceed. Continue to search for the unique energy you employed against the first enemy. It is the only way you can confront them.
Will do.
Unfortunately, this energy is limited. You may have noticed it dissipating after an enemy is destroyed. There are 6 remaining enemy hunting you. You have no means to confront them. Remember that.
You have to keep in mind though, having available, I don't have 0 tolerance for rude people. If they're rude to me, it's kind of hard to. I mean, I'll put it this way. I'm in the same boat. I'm just trying to build tolerance to things because it's the healthier way to do, and I'll be quite honest, ever since I started my actual work, I've gotten a lot better at it. Because I can kind of gauge how to approach different people, which is something I didn't have before. But if I'm going to deal with someone who is a pain, I can mentally prepare, hey, this person's going to be a pain. This is how best to deal with it. You know, if they are being stupid, I can best gauge, hey, guess what? I don't like you. I'm going to fix the issue for you, right? I'm going to help you do this thing. Because we're in a workplace. I'm going to tolerate you. But by no means does that mean I like you. And then there's other people who are genuinely really nice, really pleasant to deal with. It's gauging how a person is. And you can kind of gauge how best to deal with this one. I don't have to tolerate this person. I fix things like you said by just getting away from them. Ooh. I mean, if it works for you, then I don't see the problem. I do just question though, I don't see how letting that continue is good, especially in the fact that I have like the mental capacity to want to protect. You know, it makes it difficult for me to just walk away from an issue that could escalate to get worse. Now, granted, that is just me. I don't think it'll get worse. Hope it get worse. Well, let's use this idea that you proposed that basically someone gets snappy at video games, right? Let's use that as a base, right? So, stage 1 is you interrupt or you start trying to give hints and tips. Stage 1 is shouting. Stage 2 is aggression. Stage 3 is arguing. Stage 4 is hitting. Stage 5 is violence. And it progresses up. The more you let someone get away with something, the worse it becomes. You're not aggressive at all. Exactly, but this is what I'm trying to get at, right? It's like you want to stop the issue before it can reach that stage, right? So now that you know this is going to happen, you let them calm down, and once they're calm and they're chill, you can. I need to have a conversation with you about this. You're making me feel uncomfortable. And you make me feel a little bit bad. Here's why. Can you please try and work on that? Thank you. It's identifying, because a lot of the time people don't realize they're doing it. Okay, so I'm at... Yeah, that worked. Okay. Let's actually console the map, because then we know where we need to go. Open thermal doors, right. That's annoying. It's still running around. Right there. See? Oh, right, it's this thing. I'd rather not just talk to them at all until they talk to me. If they don't bother making any effort, I shouldn't either. People don't like me. That's no. You shouldn't think like that. Positive attitude. Unless these people actually turn around and say, hey, I don't like you. Don't think they don't like you. But again, at the end of the day, it's your own prerogative, I guess. If it's worked for you so far, I don't see why it would be an issue moving forward. Tony spent 10 years over again, but may feel unwanted and liked. I understand that it's a thing that can come from being bullied and you're doing what's best, what your brain's telling you is best, like, to seek protection. What am I supposed to do with it? That's why I do it. It's easy to say you shouldn't think that way. Just harder to put into practice. I mean, in reality, it's something I've done. Years of being bullied and ostracized. Now granted, I'm not happy and positive all the time. I don't think anyone can be. Omega canon. I don't think anyone can be happy and positive all the time, right? You don't always have positive luck. But trying to think in a positive light every now and again can in essence be good for you. And I know you're reluctant to let people in. I know you're reluctant to, like, you know, let people kind of have their moments because you fear what's coming. Everyone's different though. Everyone's mind process handles things differently. And you know, like the anxiety and stuff can do that. You know, I'm not saying it's not right. I'm not saying it's not a way to deal with it. I'm just saying it's not the healthiest way to deal with it. And not everyone's minds work differently. All I'm saying is, I did exactly this. And I went through one of the biggest breakdowns I ever had because I did this. Yes. And I don't know, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to put it into small light. You've never been the people I freaked out on. Don't freak out. Huh? Don't freak out. Just chilling. I think the best way to deal with issues a couple of times, just explode on them for no reason. I couldn't take it anymore. And those people that you have exploded on. Oh. Shout at. Huge your issues at them. What happened? Stay there and help you. Did they walk away and come back later? Exactly. You're not a mess. You're not a mess. I get it. I understand you're going through a rough time at that point. And that's how you know you got some good people around you. If they were to walk away and not come back, not question anything afterwards, that's kind of showing that they aren't really the best people to be keeping around. You fill your outside world with positive people. Positive thoughts just come in. And everyone has their emotional moments, right? It's just how you deal with it. It's hard to break that shell. I wouldn't blame them either, I mean. For sure. I feel like I activate. I'm gonna go mental on this person today. you hit a limit, and sometimes you know, you can't do anything about it. But I would definitely say that. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I say if someone goes absolutely insane on you, don't just instantly walk away from them. You know, like if someone's going mental, let's take it back to how it was at the start, where someone going mental on you, right? Granted, it's not the same situation. But it's the way to deal with it, you know. It's like, alright, they're obviously having a minute where they're like not thinking straight, not having the best like thought process about what they're doing. But nah, it's a different situation entirely, actually. Because even when I freak out on people, though, it's them who still keep in touch with me. Like I said, I sort of just resort to going on my ear. I don't know if that's the best idea in the world. Sometimes some people just wait for you to come to them, and whether that's ever misinterpreted as, no, I don't want to speak to you, blah blah blah. Really, going MI for a few minutes sporadically could be nice. Like, I very much appreciate my friends, but I like my own space. I'd like to think they understand. I get that. I get, like, having time to yourself and things. I'm just saying, like, when you're, like, just freaking out and walking away, not saying anything, I don't know, I guess I don't like people worrying. Woo! I don't really like talking to people after I feel uncomfortable with them. Like, they snap at me. I'm just not a person to want to touch people after that. If they make the effort, it's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. I mean, at the end of the day, if that's what you feel is best, then we might say, like, oh, you should try this. Just do whatever suits you best, I guess. Got spider magnet. I'm just gonna move my attack while holding anything in this step. Okay. There's all sorts of stuff that we've missed. Hey. There must be something else. We can't go there. Rip Automat? Automat, what did you do? It's weird because it's far up. I'm at the point where it's like, I don't care to keep in touch with many people. I have 2 or 3 that's always made an effort to talk to me, make me feel wanted, genuinely liked by them. If people don't do that, I assume they don't care enough either. The person that's snapped me really made an effort to keep in touch anyways. Okay, here's what I'll say to that is, some people have other things going on, and you know, they have like small points of time where they can check in, right? It's like speaking to someone now. If someone spoke to me now and then didn't speak to me until like the middle of December, I'd still be in that same like, oh hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Whatever. It's like, it's trying to pick out that, like, I need time to myself. Please give me that. Rather than, I hate you, get out of my life sort of hate. That's why if they don't, it's not a huge deal for me if they don't want to keep in touch. Sometimes people just want time to themselves. Which is what I did. I actually lost a friend doing that. Which was unfortunate. The last message I ever sent to said friend was in 2017. And we've never spoken since. Because I went through a very bad time. And they are doing very well. And until they are finished doing what they need to do, I am not going to interrupt them. I lose friends with her too, but it's like, if we don't talk, it's not a big deal. You go about your days. Exactly. Exactly, but I still like to check in on people. There's like some people online who, you know, I haven't spoken to in a very long time, and I'm just like, oh, they're doing alright. Drop them a message. I have a group of friends I hang out like once every 3 years for a week or so. I mean, that's perfectly understandable. Oh, so it plays them. And this is the boss room. I just couldn't join their Discord channel randomly. I probably wouldn't do it. Oh, you've got to make that effort. You've got to make that effort. In the end, it's all worth it. Where are we supposed to be going here? And I message nobody. I only speak to one person, and that's because they're the only one that bothers to DM me every week. We need to we need to be like a bit more outgoing here. Granted, I am the same. I do only message when I'm spoken to, which is kind of funny actually. can't go through there. We can't get to this one. Sealed door. It's got to be somewhere up here. To do with the spider magnet. I just genuinely assume people are busy unless they message me first. Or, I know they are definitely not. And I'm very opposed to bothering people. True. I feel that is a worry a lot of the time that it's like, oh, I hope I'm not being a bother. And then it's just usually a case of, why would you be a bother? It's usually the case for me. If they're not messaging you, I need to reread that message. If they're not messaging you, you probably are now. I mean, if people really wanted to talk to you, they'd do it. Ooh. Gozo. Oh, they're never at the phone or computer. I'm not actually at my computer, I'm AFK. That is me a lot of the time. That's fine. That's fine. It's like sometimes I leave my PC on overnight and it says, oh yeah, Discord says that I'm here, and it's like, the answer is actually no. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. That's why I went from multiple to is to turn it off. It only happens on occasion. In my case. It's usually when I'm like leaving it on overnight to download gigabytes upon gigabytes. This is how you beat Metroid bosses one-on-one. I'm sure you're great at it. I'm sure you're great at it. Don't put yourself down. Yeah, sure as that spider wall. A very hard time using any form of technique. Come on, come on. I mean, in that same form of regard, like, I can't beat Hollow Knight. And you're supposed to counter that. Can definitely be Hollow Knight. Right. I do own Hollow Knight. I tried, but granted, last time I did play Hollow Knight was like 2018? Even turn-based RPGs, I'm good at them, but only because I'm really over-leveled. Because if you play turn-based RPGs, you just need the patience to grind levels. I think a lot of them pan it out so you're like level 50. By the time you beat the final boss, the one exception in that instance would be something like Dark Souls. So it doesn't matter what level you are, you're always back. I gotta say, I destroyed him. Is it? He's gonna try. Yeah, come on, I know you're trying to be an action hero. Phantom Claw. It's much easier to put on music and ground levels than to learn technique and patterns in video games. I guess that depends what kind of video game. Because like I said, if you ever played Dark Souls, that is something you'd have to It's something you have to kind of learn, as opposed to just play. Whereas if you were to try that with something like, I don't know, Persona 5, then maybe. I tried to play Bloodborne, couldn't make it past the first anime. The actual first one. You could theoretically just farm until you like 3-shot bosses. I gotta admit, when you do get to that level, you do feel pretty cool. We're back here! What's the point of this? Don't you dare kill me! That's how I beat my games. I just over-level. That was my experience with the first Dark Souls. I died to the first skeleton a few times and stopped. I was going to say it's not quite that Celeste did a real number, and yeah. Can I go back through there? I would gladly accept my 40 death count by skeleton. I do think that is a game built off skill rather than grinding levels. Because yeah, levels do play a big part in it. Get out of it. It did. I blame it entirely on Celeste. It's the only right thing to do. The scenery in this game is so good. I just wait until we get further. Reading's more my thing. I like watching people play video games more than I actually do. I can understand that. There's some games out there I couldn't even ever imagine me ever playing. Like, look like top range Celeste players. For instance. Oh, zone 2. Ah, that's sweet. Nice. I like to watch people. I just don't like playing them. I don't have the attention or the time for them usually. I get the time. Timing's tough. Especially as an adult. Unfortunately. Exactly, you get the benefits of multitasking. Nope. Well, I can't travel through lava yet. So I can't be here. Which means you need to go back. I've also watched people getting locked in my house. Do household things like laundry. That's true. It's nice when you can just keep one on. It's like, I used to put one on. It used to be like, just chatting stream. Or, I don't know. I think she used to do like 8 hours, 9 hours a day. I just used to throw it on, hook up to a speaker, and then I just used to work on other things as well. Instead of just listening to it in the background. Why would it bring me here? There's like a whole area here that hasn't been discovered. There's a whole area up here that hasn't been discovered. That's the save station. We can't go in there yet. There's something we're missing in this room. Or like in this area. We've got that. That's good. from here we can... Is that breakable then? Well, we're gonna struggle to get back into that zone, I think. Okay. How else can we get around? We can try the long way. Have a good stream and have a good night. So long, have fun at your movies. So back in this zone. I want to be here. Right. Yeah, that's the long way around. Ah! Alright, this is actually annoying. So, we can't go that way around because we're blocked. We have a door, but we can't get through. Now we can get through that one and up through this Emmy door. No, we can't. We can't. We could, but we can't because we can't progress past that, maybe? No, we've been up there before. Maybe. No, rocks and rubble have fell. Which means our only progression is this way. And leaving isn't really an option. I don't think... Yeah, annoyingly, I don't think that we can fast travel either. Which means we may actually have to chance this. Rip fast travel. To be fair, in these types of games, it does ruin it. You know, until it doesn't. When it is a system, when it's like Hollow Knight system, I guess it's not too bad. Like, maybe, like, clear an area. Like in this game. Let's say you beat all the bosses in the area. Fast travel is unlocked. That'd be the best, like, reward you could get for this. Right, so apparently that kills you. I do think maybe the reward for killing an enemy is a bit too much. I should not be able to go back to full health right after fighting from less than 50 by killing one of those flying things. Like I'm at 44 now? 99. There's nothing up here, but I've got nowhere else to go. And they've practically locked me out from going anywhere else, so... There's gotta be something up here for me. Are there any difficulty settings? Not that I saw. I think hard mode. Oh, I think hard mode might be a reward. beating this game in hard mode. You would think. Ah, see? Okay. I'll avoid these things. No more. Each little one is 10. And I think those are 25.
Uploading data.
CPR appears to be powered by thermal energy. Magma is pumped from the planet's interior and routed from there. I have located the central routing system for the magma. It is here in Cataris. Samus, your current suit cannot protect you as you explore Cataris. The extreme heat of the lava is too much for it. Under no circumstances should you enter high temperature areas. I note a shuttle somewhere above here. Use it to find a path forward. There is one other thing to discuss. It is your new Phantom Cloak ability. The Phantom Cloak prevents the enemy from detecting you. Thus far, your only option was to run. Now, bypassing them is also an option. Use this to reach your objective. Note that using the Phantom Cloak severely decreases your mobility, and direct contact with an enemy will still result in capture. It is up to you whether to hold your position. Just be aware of your surroundings. The Phantom Cloak is useless. Once an enemy sees you, you will need to evade capture until it gives up pursuit. The Phantom Cloak can remain active after your aim has been depleted. It will consume your life energy instead. Consider it a desperate measure. Remember, it cannot drain your energy down to nothing. Judicious use of this technique will improve your probability of survival.
Alright, interesting. Up through here. Yeah, a lot of this game revolves around it being puzzles. Oh, rather than actual fighting. We're already at maximum. Point of contact received. Screw this spider. Wow, that one was annoying. See, and then I'm just back at full health. It's like, what? Right, so then we can't go through any of these. Way back to 99. Well, granted, it did take a whole thing off it. Uh-oh. Don't worry, it's just shield. Oh no, they get their own little wall pockets in this one. That didn't happen. We've already seen the cutscene. So it is roaming around this one, and that's the Phantom Claw button. We actually pulled it off. Please leave. Right, so from what I've gathered, it is just another Metroid game, except you got these little zones where it's just one stray robot going after you. Pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Do I want to save my progress? Yes, please, sir. I would love to. But I'd like to use this station. Yes, sir. Yes, I would. No more nasty beefing. Now then, now that we've opened... This reversed the flow of the lava right there. Surely these doors should be open now. Oh, right. No. There is one on that side, but I think it's something more up here we need to hit. Maybe not. Maybe I'm right, we do have to go back. Ah, so it's for a different thing. Any one of us could be the creature. One of us must be the bad creature. Is it me, maybe? Oh. That's a lava area. Such a good show. It is such a good show. Give a shit about it though. We'll never see it again. You'll always remember that show though, the good episodes that it gave. Whereas The Simpsons, you just think of it as a, well, these days it's not very good. I will be honest with that. Ah, we reverse it here. That one stole my charge beam. Oh, and this just takes us back here. Fine. It's open. Yes, no, yes, no. Let's think. Oh, it would open this in the Emmy's room, I would think. We'll do a save. Crawling around like a spider. Wow, that is so tense. There's nothing like... So we can interact with there. can't win them all. Well, that's disorientating. We actually did land a hit that time, but it didn't work. We know what we gotta do. Just chasing through the room. Ooh. Okay, I probably should have seen that coming. That looks like it's gonna burn and hurt, so we're gonna avoid that.
Uploading data.
Ooh.
ME stands for Extraplanetary Multiform Mobile Identifier. It can procedurally modify and enhance its own capabilities. Its ability to configure itself to fit into narrow spaces is a standard feature. Any ME you encounter will likely do so as it pursues you. You are not capable of destroying their armor plating. This would be true even at your full capabilities. You are faced with overwhelming power. Accept your helplessness. Study each ME carefully, and use the Phantom Cloak to advance. There are risks even here. The Phantom Cloak reduces your mobility and consumes more AN when you move or shoot. It is still your best chance at survival. Do not hesitate to destroy an ME whenever you discover more unique energy. This was not one of your original priorities. However, I see no other way to accomplish your goal. These existential threats cannot be sanctioned.
Save your progress? Yes, please. Please save my progress. that's where the Emmy comes from. Yeah, let's just do a run through it. Not worry about that. More ancient Chozo. And then we're on the other side. Nice. Okay. When we get round left the energy canister, we'll be. That was a different animation. It's waiting for that. I don't know if we've done it or not. I don't know if it's classed as having done it. I think it has. Now if we go through over there, we should be able to get all the way through. Yeah, because I recall coming through and it was like full of lava, wasn't it? Oh, these are just parts. We need to got 4 of them. Make sure that's stable where it is. Cool. Going here. Energy tank. That's an actual tank. Cool. Full resources already. Cool. Huh. Send them the other way, please. I'm gonna need like a 3-way blast shot for that. Right. This is another, like, teleporting room. Darion? It's a Metroid game. We're gonna end up going back. I mean, for a start, we didn't even kill the Emmy, so... I'll break those. But we can break these though. Already at maximum. Yozo, stave station. I'm always gonna end up taking that first hit. Alright. No. Oh, Papa, yet he still dies. Okay, that's not ominous at all. I had some work because there's no power to the room. Oh, goosebumps. Over that way. What is what do your maps say? A sealed door. Another sealed door. What it's basically saying is I'm not supposed to be here yet. I think. Seems like that? Yeah, but how far? Like... Because there's nothing... I feel like we're gonna need to have this, because there's Wormwood, and then there's this thing, whatever that is. Right, we'll let it kill me. We'll let it kill me. Is that one that goes to the Emmy room? And then Nothing I have can touch that. Because then we could get up there if we had access to whatever this is. I'm gonna leave it there, I think. We can figure that out when I come back to it. Yeah, because I've literally just died. Metal red, you're red. All the visuals are really nice to look at least. Well, they're trying to impress, aren't they? Because the last time they got an actual Metroid was, well, one that wasn't a remake, was Game Boy Advance, so... Hard to impress for that one. But let's face it, a lot of people only look at the visuals anyway. But this could be one of the easiest games in the world. And then you'd still have IMDb, I'm thinking of IMDb. You still have IMG just giving them, oh yeah, absolutely stunning looking game, amazing, blah, 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 blah. 9 out of 10. But it could be one of the easiest games in the world that's just not worth playing. But it looks good. I'll be quite honest, I don't care what the games look like. It's the quality of the player. Definitely good though. Definitely good. I'm seeing Dread glitch on the screen. I have a feeling there's something. If I slow it down, there'll be something in there. But it looking nice is usually a pretty nice bonus. Yeah. It's nice and it's smooth. I haven't seen it drop a frame, which is nice. Mind you, Nintendo games are usually optimized pretty well. so. Does that Ori and the Blind Forest kind of polish? Yeah, the aiming's a little bit wishy-washy, but I think that's down to it being on a Joy-Cons. I think if you played on a Pro controller, I think it wouldn't be too bad. Again, you've got to think they've never actually done the aiming on a analog stick, so it's features they've never messed with, I guess. But I guess we end off there, I guess. Yeah, I see. I guess we end off there, though. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. Each and every one. It was fun. It was very fun. This is... I'm gonna be honest, it's probably again this is added to the backlog. I'm gonna spend like an entire day finishing games that are on the backlog. Dark Souls, 3D World, all these games that I've just and they just keep going off the schedule. I'm gonna eventually finish them all. I have them listed. I will beat them. Don't worry about that. Fuck it up. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you look after yourself. Hey, you can't be doing that to me. All these stream elements and OBS. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you look after yourself. Make sure you do what's right for you. Try and have pleasant dreams. And always try and be positive. Those are the rules. Do not fear dread. I was trying to make that area, it didn't work. Take care, amigos.